Gears of War. We're doing a comparison. On the left we have the PlayStation 5 Pro Gears of War Reloaded experience, and on the right we have the original Gears of War Xbox 360 experience from about 20 years ago. We're going to be lining these up, talking about them, and diving into the changes that have happened over 2 decades. These videos are a ton of work to put together, so be sure to like the video, and subscribing is great as well. So I couldn't line these up 100% because literally the direction of the two of them has completely changed over the years. It'd be more similar to, say, the Ultimate Edition, which Reloaded is heavily leaning on. But yeah, the direction of the cinematics, the story, the narrative, the voiceover is the same between them. But the way they've presented them is entirely different and more well-tuned and more natural and realistic. But that's just kind of the setup here. Gameplay-wise, the game is the same, but you just get to see that innovation of technology of Unreal Engine across a couple decades of changes and advancements for technology. You see that the most in the lighting. The rooms are now more properly lit, but you do lose a lot of that dark, sort of grunge aesthetic that just really made the first Gears of War kind of like a little bit of a moody, miserable sort of vibe, which doesn't sound great, but that's what Gears of War was. It was very horrific, or very dark, very scary in style, and now the room is much more lit and much more detailed, but you do lose a little bit of like aesthetic and vibe along the way, if that makes sense. So that's something you kind of notice immediately between the differences for these two. Is just the visual style of them is so much different. I mean, it's the same game you know and love, it's just, you know, better lit, more realistic, and like it's sunnier, which some people may not like, but it is much more natural to what it should actually look like. So for the PlayStation 5 Pro, it's using Pixar technology with a 4K output, and it's 1620p at 60 FPS for the campaign. That's the part that matters the most here when we're kind of comparing the two. And then on the right, with the 360 version of the game, we actually are playing that through the Series X with a back compat, so it does benefit from the FPS boost, which makes it look smoother and a little bit more comparable between the two versions. So this is a 720p, 60 FPS. So you can see not only are we gaining lots of ground in terms of visual fidelity, but we're also just gaining a lot more detail within the world and the level of textures and the quality of everything. It really is quite a miraculous change. The shadows, the quality of the characters, the realism of the world, you know, the sounds, every part of this game has been touched up over 20 years through, you know, that initial Ultimate Edition, and then also with this Reloaded. It really is quite miraculous, and I'm sure this is something that we'll continue to revisit and enjoy down the road and see how it changes, as I'm sure we'll get newer iterations. But even here, you get more detail of the environment. They've added more little writings, they've added more little rubble, they've added, you know, more backdrop stuff. It's still that original vision, it's just, you know, in a way, much better. Or much more realistic, much more natural, because we just have the technology for better lighting and to create a more dynamic and, again, realistic world, quote-unquote. It's as real as Gears of War gets, but you can kind of notice the big differences, and it is quite amazing just to see how much technology changes for a game, and there's not a lot that we get for games that sort of keep up to date like this one, and it's super cool. But anyways, non-commentary gameplay, liking the video is great, subscribing is great as well.
I see it too. What are we looking at? Hell if I know. Marcus, we've got to move to the Raven now. Go, go, go!
Welcome to Delta Squad.
Where are we going?
Embry Square. Colonel Hoffman's waiting for us.
Hoffman.
traitor like you doesn't deserve to wear the uniform.
Looks to me like you need all the help you can get.
Step aside. Lieutenant, I've got good news. We have a plan to end this war. Once and for all.
Yeah, right.
Sensors are picking up enemy movement, sir, close by.
Locust! Take cover! Move! Shit! We now have the light mass bomb. I'll take out all these bastards with one shot. But it can't work if we...
Enemy reinforcements!
Take cover!
That one was on the house. Good luck, Delta.
Get up those stairs. Alpha's waiting.
Okay, man, here we go. You still got it?
I guess we'll find out, huh? Ah! Damn! Next! Man, that was nasty.
Grubs! Marcus! Flank him!
Nice!
Flank left!